Ladies and gentlemen, a very big round of applause for the Australian Open champion, Naomi Osaka. Hi, Naomi. It's Tony. Congratulations. If you'd like to come and take a seat with us, please, here. Well, Naomi, congratulations. You've got a few fans. Has it sunk in yet? We were just speaking, Sam and Jim and myself, when you were at Rod Laver Arena. It was taking a while for the enormity of the occasion to sink in.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know. I thought the match was still going on, and I felt like I was in a state of shock throughout the entire trophy presentations.
So is it slowly sinking in now? I mean, now that you're here, the trophy sitting there, it is a very, very big trophy too, by the way. I'm not too sure how you carried it all that way. So now there's the smile.
I'm always smiling. No, I mean, it's definitely sinking in as time goes on.
All right.
In the match, there were a lot of twists and turns. The first set, you had some break points that you had to save, and then you turned it on in that tiebreaker. Second set, obviously you were in a strong position. You had the championship points, and then Petra played some amazing tennis. What was going on through your mind through the end of that second set, and then when you walked off court, took a break, and came back and reset?
Yeah, I mean, of course I felt very disappointed and sad when I had those 3 match points, and I tried to tell myself there's nothing I can do about it, but you always have these doubts that you can, and so I just told myself that it's a final and I'm playing against Petra. She's a really great champion, so I have to keep fighting, and I can't let myself act like immature in a way. I should be grateful to be here, so that's what I tried to do.
You had another stressful, could have been stressful situation that you handled so beautifully. You had 3 more break points at 4-2 in the third set, which would have given you 2 breaks a serve, and she played again amazing tennis to win that game. But from there, you really stepped it up and started ripping the ball and got through the finish line. Yeah,
I mean, I just told myself that this happened already before. I had 3 points on her serve, and she played really well, so I just told myself to expect that and just concentrate more on my serves.
Naomi, you're still very young. I mean, this time last year you were ranked outside the world's top 70. When I listened to you speak there, you seem to have, in the heat of battling, an incredible perspective on the game and yourself and your emotions. How does that happen? How do you do that?
Well, it didn't really come easy. I think I just talk to my dad a lot. He's sort of like a wise guy. And yeah, I just tell myself to focus on things that I can control, and I know that I'm playing the best players in the world, so I shouldn't expect to win easy.
When you're, oh sorry, Tony. Well, I'm just thinking, when you're in the match, is it your father's voice that you almost hear in your head?
Oh no, if I heard his voice, I would be annoyed a little bit.
Okay.
No, I mean, I think I hear my own voice. It's more like inner thoughts.
Can you tell us a little bit about your family? Because talking about your dad there, I understand when you moved over near to Chris Evans' training camp, your dad would take you to the courts during the quietest periods there, between about midday and 2 o'clock. Is that because you didn't like all the other attention? Is it like you wanted to go under the radar?
Well, I have no idea what my dad thinks, to be honest. You would have to ask him, but no, I don't mind being around other people. Like, I like the academy setting because you can see all the kids pushing themselves. Of course, they're not the same age as me, but it's cute.
And your grandparents back in Japan, you left Japan at 3 and lived in America, but you still regard yourself as a Japanese player. It took a little time for your grandparents to come around to the fact that you and your sister would take up tennis as a career, but they're now very much on board.
Yeah, I mean, of course, I think family needs to support each other, so I'm really glad that everyone gets along now.
So you started working with Sasha Bayan, who has had a wonderful career within tennis, and now he's your head coach. And it seems like some quick changes have come for you. Your ranking has shot straight to the top now. You're going to be world #1 come Monday. What has Sasha added to your game that's made such a big difference in a short period of time?
Well, I think the main reason why I chose him was for his positivity. I tend to get down on myself a lot, so I really like a team that's very, they pump me up, and I'm really grateful for them for that. And also, I don't know if you know before, but before I would hit a lot of balls like erratically, and I think that he told me to be more consistent, and I just kept trying to do that, I guess.
It's working well. And what about being on top of the mountain? You will be world #1 when these rankings comes out. What does that mean to you? Is that going to start sinking in the next day? You got a lot to process. Big trophy, world #1.
I mean, of course, that's the biggest thing, I think. Everyone was talking about that during the finals. Either one of us would have been #1, and of course I guess I love the fact that this has happened, but for me, I just take it one tournament at a time and see what happens.
Naomi, how will you reward yourself? You do pick up a nice check here at the Australian Open, $4.1 million, and we'd love you to pump some of that back into the Melbourne economy. Do you think you might be shouting yourself something as a reward?
Yeah, I mean, for me, if my mom is happy, then I'm happy. I don't know, I don't really buy things for myself. I like to spoil other people.
Yeah, so what might you be buying your mum and some of the people who are closest to you? Just some mementos from Melbourne?
No, I mean, she kind of has everything she wants.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so I don't know yet.
Including a daughter who's the #1 player in the world.
I hope so.
Absolutely.
I hope she's happy.
And I remember when Sam and Jim were speaking to you in one of the on-court interviews about public recognition and being recognised in the streets and people asking for selfies, and at the time you were saying, no, it doesn't really happen. I suspect it's going to now. Are you ready for the fame that comes with being a champion?
I still don't think it's going to happen.
I think it is. Does anyone want a selfie with... I don't think the anonymity's there any longer.
No.
Naomi, you've got an older sister. I just wonder what part she's played in just for you guys, just to be sisters, having fun, keeping your feet on the ground. Is she a really important part of your life?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I would be in this position without her. Growing up, we both pushed each other. She pushed me more than I pushed her because I kept losing. So, yeah, definitely I call her and she calms me down, and we have a really great relationship, so I'm very grateful for her.
As you move on from Australia here in this new environment as the world #1, what are your plans? What does your schedule look like? Where are you headed from Australia?
Well, I mean, I'm supposed to play the tournaments in the Middle East, but other than that, I'm just going with the flow at this point.
And we were speaking earlier about the Tokyo Olympics next year, and you're very keen to be a part of that, obviously, and Sam was saying every chance you'll become the face of those Olympics.
Yikes. Yeah, I mean, if that happens, of course, I'd be very honored, but hopefully for their sake, they don't do that.
Well, fantastic stuff. Look, the trophy's beautiful. It was a terrific final. We really thank you for that too, because it was just one out of the box. And you say you're not getting, you know, sort of carried away with the fame and all that type of thing, but as I said, there's plenty of people here who will be wanting a piece of Naomi Osaka. So give them a big wave as we say goodbye. And there is your champion, ladies and gentlemen, the newly crowned world #1 and the Australian Open singles champion for the ladies. Naomi, on behalf of all of us here in Melbourne, in Australia, we thank you for providing so much entertainment, and we look forward to seeing you back here.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, well, stay with us on Channel 9's Wide World of Sports. There's still plenty to come, including the mixed doubles final, and there's a real Australian flavour there. You're watching 9's Wide World of Sports. It is a momentous night here at Melbourne Park.